mom's life.
Really?
No, she never talked about it.
She was like a, what kind of mom did you have?
Quiet, reserved. Talk French all the time.
Yeah. Well, and because, you know, we obviously we knew Mama, which was your mom, but we also didn't have a close relationship with her either, you know.
Yeah.
Well, how was it growing up with her and your dad?
Oh, it was good. Life was good. Life was happy.
Mm-hmm. What about wasn't she like a nun?
Who?
Your mama? She was a nun and she was
No.
no?
My mom wasn't a nun. I wouldn't be here if she was a nun. No, they just all, they were very...
I thought she was, I thought she did work, she was, somebody had said that she, when, before having kids, she was in a nun facility. Somebody said that.
She went to St. Michael's school, boarding school.
Oh, okay. I thought she was a pure blown nun.
No, she went to school with the nuns.
Oh, okay. So her background was Catholic.
Yeah.
Like hardcore Catholics.
Hardcore. Big time. I mean, my grandmother, she would sit on the porch with her rosary while we were playing, and she would, the whole time we were playing, she's in a rocking chair saying her rosary.
Mm-hmm. Can you explain how it was from when you were young till now? Like, what's the difference do you see from whenever how you grew up to what you see now? Like was it more laid back or was it more secretive?
Laid back, big time laid back.
It was more secretive?
No, it was just...
Like people kind of held secrets more or didn't talk about certain things?
No.
No?
No, it was good. We all had our chores and we played and we baked and, you know, my great-grandmother kind of raised me.
Really?
Because I spent more time with her than anybody else. I was closer to her.
Yeah. Can you explain what you felt like? Remember you had said to me, when you were a baby, you could know what you were doing in the crib. You said that one time.
No, I can understand people talking.
Really?
Yeah.
While you were in the crib?
Yeah.
Like,
I can hear them talking.
mm-hmm.
How do you explain that?
Mm-hmm.
I thought everybody did that.
I know, like, so I don't remember me being in the crib and being able to hear people, but I do remember at an early age certain events that happened in my life, even like when I was like 3, you know. But you talking about when you was like younger than that?
Yeah, I was a baby.
Mm.
Yeah, when we lived with your dad, you told me the devil came in your room. You said the devil. And Jesus made him go away. And he started reading you the Bible or the book or something. But I was thinking, how would you know to call him Jesus and the devil when you were so young?
Wait, what did I do?
You said Jesus came and made the devil go away. He was bothering me in my room.
Oh, while we were living in that country house?
Yeah. Now, how do you explain that?
Well, that wasn't me.
That was you.
No, I'm saying, but that must have been God saying that to you, but using me. You know what I mean, Mom?
No, you told me with your mouth, Jesus came and made the devil go away.
Okay, well, how old was I? Because we didn't know anything about God or anything like we weren't raised that way.
I think you were 4.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I was thinking, how can that be?
But this is what I'm thinking, though. I'm thinking God used me to say that to you because he knew that you were in an abusive relationship, right, Mom?
Yeah.
So he was trying to tell you to get out, and that this is a spiritual war between God and, Satan. You know what I'm saying? That's how God kind of works. He kind of uses people to.
Well, that was so weird you said that, because I went and sat outside, and then these white doves, they just landed in the chicken yard, and then this voice said to me, "It's gonna be all right."
Oh, wow.
And it was a male voice, and it's like I wasn't crazy, I wasn't on drugs, I was just battling a devil, a ghost, and an ex-husband, and it's like, and then I just felt peace.
So it's like God has comforted you.
That was a weird place out there.
Yeah, it was weird. I remember going and I felt like things were like watching me sleep.
Oh,
but now that I didn't know then, but I know now that's demonic. It's not, it's not like the ghost or nothing like that. It's really demons, because I never felt.
And then I was cutting grass, and Melissa's running all around the yard because we're hearing a freaking baby cry, and it's loud, and we're outside and we're looking for a baby, and there's no baby, and it's crying, and Melissa's running all over the yard.
Oh, gosh.
And I'm going, it was like weird.
So you had a lot of weird situations. I know you had a lot of weird situations.
Yeah.
Like you went through a lot, though, Mom. I remember, you've told me many, many stories.
I never understood anything.
Well, it is a spiritual war that we battle,
I know.
And and
Melissa's running around the yard going, "You hear that? You hear that?" And I said, "Yeah." And it's like, well, we never found a baby. I don't know. Maybe it was haunted. I don't know.
I think I used to believe in that, Mom, but when I started reading the Word of God, it talks a lot about demons, demonic.
There was demonic there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there was demonic there.
Yeah, there's been a lot of things that I've experienced myself.
I blame myself so much. It's like...
Why?
Because I'm married into evil, and I feel responsible for all your health.
Oh gosh, no, Mom. Don't ever feel like that. Everything is for reasoning, but even though, Mom, we are all needing Jesus because we're sinners. So God never promised us, I really want you to look at me. God never promised us a good life. What he promised us is that while we walk through this life, he's going to be our peace. You understand that?
Yeah.
So
it's all behind me.
Yeah,
now.
oh yeah. You don't ever need to blame yourself though, Mom, because you don't need to carry that burden.
I know.
That has nothing to. You didn't cause issues.
No, I think God led me there. I feel like God led me to your daddy for a reason. I feel that.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't talked to him in a while, but he's still.
Is he okay?
He's still alive.
I forgive him.
Yeah, I know it. But actually, he said he read the Bible from front to back. And he's been sober for years now, so.
Great.
I know, it took him that long, though. He's in his 70s.
Oh, he was
Yeah.
very evil. Very,
Well,
very. I think the evil was driving his car.
wasn't he like in the Mason? Or he was hooked up with,
I don't know. He never told me nothing.
you said,
I had to figure out everything myself.
well, one time you had said that he came home and he said he murdered some people.
He might have been drunk. I don't know.
Well, you know, if you look at it now, it's like God has kept you all these years. Isn't that awesome? That's what our Father does. He keeps us and sustains us, and He covers us with His wings. It's in Isaiah. And we fly under His shadow and under His wing and under His protection and all of His children. You know, all the sickness and all the hate and all the nasty worry and all, you know, we're going to go through the process of the body getting older. So we're going to have troubles in our bodies, but God's not doing that to us. It's just because we live in a fallen world and God has not redeemed our bodies. What God has redeemed was He has given us a new spirit. And he said, I can promise you one thing, that in this world you're going to have trouble, but be of good cheer. I have overcame the world by my shed blood, his death and his burial and his resurrection on the cross, which is the gospel. And anyone who believes on him will be saved. But we're going to have trouble walking this earth.
Oh, I know.
Because this is not our home yet.
Right.
It's kind of like we're stuck in between.
Well,
we're stuck in between, like, the earth and heaven. Even though we have the heavens living in us, it's kind of like we're stuck in between this. Our bodies we feeling our bodies get older. We having a lot of trouble in our bodies. We having this, we having that. But God is the one that, and you already know this because you've lived it. How old? You're in your 70s. Every time God has carried you through this problem, and He has carried you through another problem, and He has picked you up constantly. Yeah. Even though you feel all the hurt in your body and all the pain and the sorrow that the world has given you, you know?
It's been a long road.
I know it.
Real long.
It's yep. Yeah. But you don't ever have to blame yourself, Mom, because God already took that burden away from us, you know? And I definitely love you. And I don't hold anything against you. Nor my dad. You know, it took me a long time to forgive him, though.
Me too.
Like a really long time.
I wanted to kill him.
I mean,
I wanted to put him out of his misery. But I know, because, you know, God is our avenger and He takes care of everything. He sees everything that people do. We can't hide from what, you know what I'm saying? We can't hide. Yeah, but he had a bad childhood, I think. I think that's what was wrong with him.
Well, yeah, he told me a lot about his childhood. It was kind of weird.
It affected us, you know.
But our riches are in heaven, our health is in heaven, and our life is in heaven, right?
Yeah.
And God really is coming back soon.
Yes, He is.
To get His children. So
yeah.
We just have to keep pressing forward and moving forward and continue to grab onto that hope. Even though we may fall and stumble and all these other things and feel the hurt in our bodies and all these other things that are happening around us, and we just have to say, you know what, Father, you're in control.
I know.
You know. It's getting hot out here.
Yeah, I'm going to go after this.
But, oh, Weller.
I love you.
I love you too.
I regret your daddy, but without your daddy, I wouldn't have y'all.
Well, exactly. Everything, that's what I say. What the devil thought he was going to do, God turns it around. And there's always a blessing that comes from the most gut-wrenching, the most awful thing that you could ever go through in this world. There has to be something that God is, there's a blessing that has to happen. Not that the blessing comes from that in particular situation that you went through, but there has to be some kind of comfort or knowing that God is in control no matter the situation. You know, it hurts because it's like sometimes people don't, and even for me, like, you know how you get upset when people say, oh, don't worry about it, just trust God and blah, 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 blah. Well, sometimes people can't do that right away. You know?
Yeah.
Sometimes it takes a long time to forgive somebody. Sometimes it takes a long time for you to understand that everything's going to be okay and you were okay when you walk through that certain thing. And even if that certain thing happened to you, you know, like I think about people who got, you know, raped or child trafficking and things like that. Man, I cry about that, but I think about all the people that God uses, including you and I, to go out and help these people or to go out and pray for these people. And man, that was the most awful thing that they've ever gone through. Can you imagine the innocence that was taken from these children?
We live our life,
you know,
we live our life so blinded, not knowing the evil that's going around us.
It is. It's very,
you know,
very.
We don't think about it because we're not raised around it. You know what I'm saying? It's like we are clueless.
Yeah, whenever I was young, I was very naive.
I mean,
I
never thought about
I don't know
that.
how. I know because whenever I was young, remember when I moved to Georgia, I was so naive. I just lived life, and you know how many times God saved us without us realizing it?
I know.
Through driving on the road or like going to work or like maybe walking down the street by yourself, and like God has just been sending angels unawares to constantly guard us and protect us.
When I was young, we were on the road and this car was coming at us, and all of a sudden out of the blue sky it just veered off the road.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I saw, you know, it's like you see your
life flash before your very eyes.
I saw that.
Yeah. And it's like you don't even know how you were stayed on the road. Yeah. That's crazy.
I don't know.
Because if you're still alive, God's not done with you. And I know that's kind of cliche, but it's true. It's like when it's your time to go, nobody can stop it. You know? Nobody can stop your time. When it's up, it's up. That's it, you know? And so I really, truly believe the older I get, Mom, the more I appreciate my life. The more I am humbled because I'm realizing, like, literally, I could have died last night in my sleep. You know what I'm saying? And I do try to have, and I have my bad days. You know I have my bad days. I get upset. I mean, who doesn't? But I'm saying, though, the older you get, though, the more you realize you just can't tolerate certain things no more. You just keep, you know, you know why you're here and you're humbled. And you don't need to complain about anything.
Like something always happened to make me continue my journey.
Yeah. Yeah, it was God's, you know, it was Jesus'
it's like
protection, you know?
I think it was.
It always was. It, you know, it was, who else, though? Who else is going to, you know, we don't come from blobs. We don't come from a rock.
Well, I think
we're too very complex for that. You know what I'm saying? Rocks are dead. We come from something that's alive, and that is Jesus. That's God.
I think our life is planned out. I really believe that. After we're born.
I don't think it was planned, Mom. I think it was more of because you made the decisions or the unfortunate situations in your life, God will make a way even though, and he will be with you. It kind of goes back to, like, I don't believe that God said, okay, Sharon is she's gonna go through this, this, and this, and this, you know, and I'm gonna make sure that this, and that, you know. I believe that he absolutely knows your future. He knows the decisions you will make. He knows the life you have to live, because everybody was raised different, you know. So he knows those things, but the decisions that we make, whether good or bad, though, Mom, he's gonna be there. That's what I believe.
Yeah.
You know, and he knows who's gonna be saved and who's not gonna want to believe on him. He knows that too. So
you gonna help me bring my coffee pot home?
yes.